There's some people that, are bad people, and they're doing some trafficking up there and everything. There's a lot of wholesalers coming from the East Coast, because, we got the best weed, better than Colorado, Oregon.
We're headed into the belly of the beast, if you will. We're going to Murder Mountain. Do you have any advice for us so as to not end up on the news?
Okay, so a lot of people are going to have guns and everything, they're going to have all types of guns,
Before we make it to Alder Point, aka Murder Mountain, we first have to spend the night in Garberville.
My friends and I, we used to camp down here at the Eel River. They found a woman's body burnt alive in a refrigerator. Used to be a lucrative thing. You'd get paid per pound you trimmed up. They'd give you a couple $100, and now you're lucky to make it out with your life at the end of the season.
And then I stumbled upon these weed farmers walking around the parking lot who agreed to an interview before I went to bed.
Where are we at right now?
Garberville, California, Emerald Triangle.
What do you do out here?
Pretty much a little bit of everything, from growing the beautiful marijuana plants to getting it ready for sales.
So you're not a trimmigrant.
Right, not a trimmigrant. Yeah, I'd rather grow it and hire the trimmers than, we're the farmers out here.
We're farmers.
So how long have you been growing weed out here?
22, 23 years now.
How has the weed industry changed since the legalization of weed?
There's not really no money to be made anymore.
There's nothing really to do with pot anymore unless you're selling to the clubs. It's not even worth to water your plants. They're asking ridiculous $25 a pound, and before it was at $2,000.
Tell me about your role hiring the trimmigrants and where these trimmigrants are from.
I try to stay away from anybody new. It keeps everybody safe. If they have experience, then take them up someplace, to work, of course, and test them out there. And then if they're good enough or can do a lot and not complain, then ship them off to another boss. Just try to keep the circle going.
So I hear some of these trimmigrants are in indentured servitude type situations. Is that common?
How should I put this? There is some scary things up here.
Yeah.
It's not all just, hey, peace, love, and hair grease. You got to watch yourself if you're working up on the hills.
It sounds like after the weed was legalized, this whole town's economy collapsed in on itself. The town is dead. They're suffering right now.
They are definitely pinching pennies, and when they find them, they're rubbing them, and they're trying to make something out of nothing. It's a dying industry.